The bow that I choose to wear in my hair has no bearing on my ability, my passion, or my fight for this game of rugby. Hi, I'm Georgia Evans. I am a female rugby player. I am currently playing for Saracens Women. I have been for the past 5 years. I've been professional with Wales Women for the last 3, and I will always be very proud to have represented my nation with the girls alongside me. So myself and many other athletes from across the world have just come together for what is the biggest World Cup that women's rugby has ever seen. And in my second week of being in camp, going through some of the comments online, I am known for wearing my pink bow. I've wore it since my first cap, and I will continue to do so. And I came across a number of comments. I should concentrate on my playing rather than my appearance. There was comments referring to the fact that I don't look like a rugby player, about the amount of makeup I had on, my eyelashes, the bow in my hair. I went through a few and had a little bit of a giggle at some of them because some of them are just barbaric, and others, they hit home a little bit more. But it was only when multiple people from my team and from my family had seen these comments and they were taking them quite personally for me. I chose to take a step back from social media to allow myself the time to process and go through it all and make sure that I was protecting myself as best as I could. When you're in the media, we have to be very aware that we are opening ourselves up to public scrutiny for how we play. That is our job. It's part and parcel of what we do. But I don't think anything should be as personal or directed as somebody's appearance, especially when we put ourselves on that stage. I express myself with a bow. I wear a full face makeup and I put my eyelashes on because I feel good in the morning when I get up and go to rugby. I can still look feminine and still look silly whilst doing my job and doing it to the best of my ability. And if it gives those young girls looking up, and even the young boys, a realisation that you can be who you are, you don't have to change what you look like, who you are as a person, what you listen to, how you dress, just to do what you love, that makes it all worth it for me. And I think shining a light on the minority, thank goodness, of comments about my appearance was quite important to me, because it was also a statement of, I'm not going to change who I am, and nobody else should feel the need to either. So a lot of young people, a lot of young boys and men that I've met over the last couple of weeks have asked the question of what can we do to show our support to support the women's game. It's thinking before you comment. It's just turning up. Not every young boy or retired old man that comes to a game is going to wear a pink bow in his hair. And that's not what any of us expect. But just by showing up, just by watching us for 5 minutes, just by taking your little sister or your next door neighbour out for a kickabout. It's such a small thing, but it goes a long way for all those young girls, for all us athletes on the big stage. If you can support one female in your life doing what they want to do in sport, that's enough.